Maxusthebeast is here, and welcome back to Storytime. Now, this time, I'm gonna make this better than last time, because last time I was all over the place in my mind. This time, I have bullet points! Yeah! So, gameplay here is of Battlefield 1 PC. So that's that. So let's jump right on into the stories. Our first story comes straight from the nation's capital. I know, just totally not a chaotic place to be right now. But I was 9 or 10, bit kinda on the young side. My family and myself had just taken a trip to the Natural History Museum there, and we're taking a break to have a bit of lunch. We sit down to eat, and after we finish, me and several other friends who we brought decided to go run around on some elevated garden thing. I don't know what exactly it is called. It's an elevated thing with bushes and other plants growing on it. It was fun to jump from little small gap to the next side and start running around. A bunch of friends were doing it, and it was pretty safe because, everyone was being a normal kid, and yet playing it safe. We weren't, trying to jump, say, oh, I can jump all the way down to the street below me. Well, that's kind of where I come in. So, I think, being the stupid kid I am, I'm like, I think it's going to be a good idea to jump from, let's say, 5 or 6 feet off the ground and jump to the bit of sidewalk below me. I wasn't about to jump into traffic or anything, so don't worry about me trying to commit suicide or whatever. But, goodness gracious, I should have thought things through. I land, and I sound like a dying whale for like 10 seconds. I'm sitting there just awful noise. Even worse than that because, when you're in pain, you sound worse than you do when you try to replicate pain noises. Evil chair, by the way. I blame the chair for my death. Eventually, I think I die. I don't know. But, anyway, I realized that something's wrong. My left foot is just, pain is awful. I can barely stand back up. Apparently I sprained my ankle. Wonderful. Just what I wanted to do with my trip to DC. Worst part of it all is that we still had another 4 or 5 hours before we were heading back home. And even then, we were heading over to the Capitol building to take a tour of that, which was at least 7 or 8 blocks away. So here I am with a sprained ankle going down DC, crossing streets, doing all kind of stuff. Fortunately, one of my friends has some pretty good upper body strength, so he was able to carry me across the city because when you have an ankle that was that badly sprained, thankfully I didn't have to go to a doctor. My aunt was with us, and she's a nurse, so she knew what she was doing when she looked at it. She's like, I haven't seen a leg this badly sprained in a long time. Stay off of that foot. It's going to take over a week or so to heal. Lovely. So, after that, I'm never playing on high elevations again. Gameplay here is of PlayerUnknowns Battlegrounds. The next story comes back from when I was younger. From a basketball court. When I was at least 10 at this point, it had been a year since the whole DC incident. I did a basketball thing at a church nearby my house. There was some kind of program there for kids to play basketball. And You know, you play against other people there. And, you know, when you're at a church, you usually talk negatively about demons. So, I think my team was jinxed from the start, as our name was the Demon Deacons. I mean, I don't know whose genius idea that was, but good job, you jinxed us. We, needless to say, didn't win a game the entire year. Like, the best we ever did was a victory for one half of a game. So, that was just wonderful. I mean, can't you tell? I'm so enthusiastic about my amazing basketball experiences. But I mean, we couldn't even win the prep games. We were that bad. But one game against another church team, it was the Demon Deacons against the, I don't remember the team name. But their team was good. They knew how to play they knew the ins and outs of the game. They knew how to, they knew different plays. It's like it was a bunch of little kids who don't know what they're doing against a well-oiled and well-greased machine. We stood no chance in that game. So, here we are, the game just started. We're running into the court all excited, like, yeah, we're finally gonna win our first basketball game. Are you excited, fellow kiddies? Hope you are, because I am. Not. But, you know, it's just a normal basketball game. Hopes were high because, you know, we didn't know they were that good. But they start steamrolling us. The first 5 minutes into the game, they had, like, a bunch of points, and we had nothing. We had nothing. So, it was a bad situation. So, me being a smart kid, I decide to ditch my team and run to the back of the court. I don't know what I was thinking, but oh my gosh, everyone, all the spectators were looking at me like, what the heck is this kid doing? He's going away from his team and where everybody else frickin' is, and he's running around. I think I cried too because something, I don't know. It was bad, and I don't know what good I could have done if I stayed anyway, because I sucked. But, you know, at least I could have potentially done something had I been, you know, there. But that didn't happen. It didn't go good at all. Go well. We lost the game. I mean, I say they were good. They were good. I think anyone was good compared to us, because we all sucked. But, you know, I'm glad that they won, because they were obviously the better team. Also wish that we won one game. Oh, by the way, the half game that we did win, we of course had to go out and celebrate with ice cream. You know, because motivations for kids and all. You know, thinking about it now, maybe I should have done like some kind of chronological order or something for this, but I didn't. Our next story is from me in first grade. You know, this can only be good, right? So when I was in first grade, me and a couple friends had to take a little bathroom break, so we go into the restroom, do our thing, and then one kid in there recommends, hey, you know what would be a good idea? Is if we took our muddy, dirty shoe or a foot and put it on the wall. Because why not? Show our authority. Screw adults, you know? Edgy 6-year-olds. We thought it was a clever idea. I don't know why. I mean, then again, that's as rebellious as you're most likely going to be in first grade. Oh my gosh, I'm so edgy! I put my foot on the wall! Oh, I can't wait till I tell all my emo and hip gangsta friends in the hood about what I did tonight. So, the kid puts his foot on the wall. I follow and put my foot on the wall. And then, my friend, who has just been sitting there watching us for the whole time, walks over and he puts his foot on the wall. So, we didn't leave any shoe marks on the wall or anything, so there was no physical evidence that we had done anything, so we thought we were all hunky-dory. We weren't, to say the least. We weren't. We go back to the classroom, and gosh dang you, kid, my friend tattletales on us. He says, Max and this other kid put their foot on the wall when the little blabbermouth himself put his foot on the wall. We just looked at him like, you did it too? But last little stinker, he wouldn't tell on himself. Good gosh. Oh my gosh, that kid. And you know what? The class had a system where you did good, you had a good day, you go home with a blue ribbon. You messed up once or twice, you get a yellow ribbon. If you're like frickin' Satan himself, you get a red ribbon. Oh, we got a yellow ribbon. And that entire year, I had been blue ribboning it for the entire school year. And then little blabbermouth won't tell on himself. He goes home with a blue ribbon, and I don't. Little freak goes home, ends the year with a special little award because he got blue ribbons every day. When I would have, and he wouldn't have. I mean, we all would have, if he had have just kept his big mouth shut. Gameplay here is of Overwatch. I don't know if you guys haven't noticed yet or anything, but from me talking in some of my other videos, I'm not that good with girls. Or anybody in that matter. Like, seriously, I just can't. I can make friendly conversation, don't get me wrong. But, it's different when you're around someone you like. And this story is a prime example why I don't have a girlfriend. So, I had this crush on a girl. She was in my class at school. This is more recent. This was last year. I've been talking to a few of my friends, talking to them about how I felt about her, and they're like, "Dude, you should go confess. You know, you could. People like you here. Who knows? Maybe she might have some feelings for you too. You know, you never know unless you go talk to her, right? You know, what could possibly go wrong? Well, if someone says that, you know everything's gonna go wrong. So, having my friends backing me up, and having their affirmation that I can actually do this, I muster my courage together and walk over to where she was sitting. Okay, you know the way it typically works. Everyone sits, there's always like a science seat, sort of, like not really, but they're class-based. You know, your cool kids sit one area, your cool girls sit somewhere else, and sometimes they combine. Your nerds sit somewhere else, and then there's the people in between. Well, I walk over to where the girl's sitting, and you know, in my head, I'm just rehearsing things that I could say, like, you look nice today, or, you know, something along the lines of that. And I decided on something pretty similar to it. I was gonna say, Hi, you look nice. But gosh dang it, my good-for-nothing tongue, it doesn't go right. And instead of saying, hi, you look nice, like a normal person, I say, nice, you look high. Well, gosh dang it, I done screwed up bad. I done called a girl high. And worse of worse, it's a girl I had a crush on. Whoop-de-frickin-do. I just embarrassed myself and insulted a girl to her face. In one sentence. How could this possibly get better? She just looks at me with this look in her eyes like, good gosh, what is wrong with you? And to be honest, I don't blame her for thinking that. Because I don't know what was wrong with me either. Goodness gracious. The world was not with me. The Force was not with me. If I had a Jedi as a mentor, it would not have been a happy landing. Let's just say that now. I don't know if, we've come to speaking terms again, thankfully. And we've actually become pretty good friends. But I'm never getting anything above friend zone with her. We're just saying that now. Gameplay here is of CSGO. If you haven't noticed from the last story, I'm not good with girls. I'm obviously not a smooth talker. I'm not good at flirting, and, well, this story explains how I am at kissing. So, I was 11, and my family had a few friends from church that they wanted to invite over for some dinner one night. And they had 2 daughters. One I conveniently had a crush on. Well, at the time, the 3 of us had the game series Animal Crossing in common, as we all loved it. And one of the villagers from my town moved over to her town. So it was really cool. We had a little bond over Animal Crossing, if you will. It was a sort of a beautiful relationship. If only things worked out the way I would have wanted them to. So, for whatever reason, we start hugging. A lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. And her sister, the girl's sister, says, okay, hugging only, no kissing. Okay? Okay, says 11-year-old me. Trying to play it off all cool, like, okay, I'm not even thinking about kissing your sister. Yeah, totally not me. Totes. Boom, bomb went off. But eventually things start getting a little bit heated. I, for whatever reason, awkwardly kiss her hand. And she just looks at me like, the freak are you doing? But she has this weird sort of embarrassed smile. So I don't know. I mean, I can't read body language at 11. I'm kind of stupid. So I didn't know if she was saying, I don't like this, or embarrassingly, kiss me, please. So here goes. I had watched enough of The Bachelorette with my parents to know how French kissing worked. You know, you put your, well, what I thought how it worked. You put your forehead on theirs, your nose on theirs, and then you just kind of lower your face down there and get the mouth. Well, I kind of got her chin, I think. She got a nice mouthful of my nose. Yeah, it was great. It was great. Just phenomenal. She totally was digging it. We didn't really say much afterwards, so I never really found out what she really thought of the whole situation. So I don't know if she wanted an actual kiss and just got disappointed by me being incompetent at it, or if she was just awkwardly grinning and bearing her way through it so she can go home and tell her parents what a freak show, psychopathic, freak, sexist person I am, which I'm not, but my inadequate skills with women prove that I'm still have lots to work on. So I don't really know. I still to this day don't know how she felt about the whole situation. But I hope for gosh sake she doesn't remember me. Because if she she does remember me, but that she doesn't remember the situation. Because if she does, it's gonna make my already awkward conversation with girls 10 times more awkward. Gameplay here is of Subnautica. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you want to see more, if you want to see more story time, and what other things I should talk about. I'm working on improving my story time and other commentaries as well. This is my first video I've ever done with bullet points and something that is remotely similar to a script. I do have actually a scripted top 5 list on its way that should be out in the next few weeks. So, look forward to that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did like it, please be sure to leave a like. And if you are new, and you haven't already, please be sure to hit the subscribe button for future content, and the notification bell beside the push subscribe button, so you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. With that being said, thanks again for watching. Stay geeky, stay awesome. As always, Maxusthebeast is out.